The two small villages at each end of this walk, Essendon and Little Berkhamsted, are on ridges deeply divided by northward flowing streams heading into the Lee Valley. Between the two villages we cross and recross a golf course, the Hatfield London Country Club. This is the former parkland to Bedwell Park, whose original emparking of 800 acres was licensed in 1406 to John Norbury. A brick house was built around 1470 for Sir John Say, but sadly little of this house remains. It has been refronted and altered many times since, and particularly heavily in the 1860s when it also acquired a west tower. The park was extended and given an 18th century flavour before, in the 20th century, it became a golf club. Good morning again everyone. It is another cold, wet and misty morning back in Hertfordshire in the little village of Little Berkhamsted, which is actually nowhere near the bigger village of Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire. It's the other side of Hertfordshire. I'm joined by the very lovely Candice. She's over here. She's the navigator again. Dora, the explorer. There's been a lot of rain the last 48 hours in this part of the country, so there's some flooding. We're doing another Hertfordshire walk from the 50 walks in Hertfordshire book by the AA, and this one is 4 miles in length. We're basically keeping the walks short at the moment, so we're trying to keep them to sort of 5 miles or less, simply because we've got less daylight hours at the moment. We'll do the longer ones once the daylight hours increase. Looking forward to this one. We've had a little look at the map, some interesting little bits and pieces along the way. So it's time for it. Enough talking and let's get walking. We've just arrived at Essendon Country Club, which of course is closed at the moment, but there was a lovely little old kind of van, like a catering van, selling hot snacks and hot chocolates, teas, that sort of stuff. So I got myself a hot chocolate. We didn't need to get this, but you know when you just think, when in Rome, I got myself a bottle of Coke, close up the arteries and die. Candice, I got her a vegan sausage roll.
I'm not vegan, but it was very nice.
Very nice. So she's been trying little bits of vegan and vegetarian food lately, and is impressed with it, and will probably talk me into doing it at some point as well. But of course, me being me, I went for 2 normal sausage rolls, and they're still warm. And I've got a cherry Bakewell flapjack in here somewhere in here. I mean, in total it comes to about £13 something, so it's not the cheapest, but massive cherry Bakewell flapjack. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's crack out a sausage roll. We've got like sandwiches and soup and stuff as well. I just thought, oh, let's get this as well. Oh, lovely.
Your sausage roll's bigger than mine.
Well, that is a good sausage roll. Oh, this is lovely. And the bloke that served us was really friendly, really nice bloke. Good stuff. Oh, we're probably not even close to halfway yet.
No.
And there's a lot of flooding. You know, it's pretty boggy, pretty muddy. So parts of the motorways and stuff, yes, they were flooded. People were stuck in their cars and stuff. So it's been pretty bad the last 2 days of rain. It's a good thing about East Anglia. The weather's always shit. Essendon's church is very interesting. It dates mostly from 1883, when it was rebuilt by the architect William White in an arts and crafts style. The west tower, though, is 15th century and has a poignant stone plaque on a buttress. A young man who suffered at Hertford for theft in 1785 begged a grave in this churchyard and prayed to God that his suffering might be a warning to others. The suffering referred to was, of course, being hanged. We just sat inside the little porch, the prayer porch of St Mary the Virgin Church in Essendon. So we've arrived at the next village. A lot of surface water laying about, a lot of running water flowing down through the paths. As I say, it's been a lot of rain. So we're just tucking into some of the sandwiches and stuff that I made this morning. Candice is eating the cooked chicken sandwiches that I made.
Good.
They're good, yeah? Oh, that's good. And yeah, it's a nice little porch this. It's got like sort of comfy seats, and it's designed because the church can't be open, of course, at the moment, that you can come in here and pray. Stop here for a couple of minutes, have another bite to eat, and then we'll carry on. We'll be leaving Essendon soon, and I suppose heading sort of back to Little Berkhamsted. So yeah, it's been a nice little walk so far. Looking left, we see Stratton's Folly Tower, which was built to enable Admiral Stratton to see shipping on the Thames. So we're literally about to re-enter Little Berkhamsted, and it's been a decent little walk despite it being devoid of history really, apart from Stratton's Folly Tower, which we've just seen. That was about it. So Candice, what was your highlights of the walk?
The church at Easton, and there was a view.
The view at Essendon.
Essendon. The Essendon.
Yeah, no, I think we both agree. Essendon. It was a nice little walk, only 4 miles. Yeah, the Essendon church was nice. The view that the old Wheat Sheaf pub had out from Essendon, yeah, it was really nice. So that's probably our highlight, but it's been good altogether really. Right, we'll see you when we're back at the car. The old rectory immediately east of St Andrew's Church in Little Berkhamsted is a mellow brick Georgian house. Here in 1912, Brian Johnston, or Johners, the well-loved cricket commentator and broadcaster, was born. He was one of 4 children of Charles Johnston, who drowned tragically when Brian was only 10. Brian Johnston died in 1994. Returning to the church, which dates mainly from 1857 and 1894. In addition, some of the east and west walls apparently remained from the church, which was rebuilt in 1647. Inside, some monuments from the older church were reset. The Lich Gate of 1904 leads back into the main village street, Church Road, and to the part Tudor Five Horseshoes pub, beside pleasant weatherboarded cottages opposite the church. So we're back in Little Berkhamsted. We're just sat on the village recreation ground and we've just watched a really nice sunset. It's really good. And this elderly woman walked past and she went, "What are you taking photographs of?" And I went, "The sunset." And she went, "It's lovely, isn't it? It's like Africa." And it is.
Bless her, she's going around delivering shopping to people.
Yeah, so people that are like shielding and stuff like that can't go out, she's doing shopping for them and getting prescriptions and stuff. It's really nice to see that sort of community spirit, people looking after each other. She's probably a little bit nosy as well though, but but still, you know, yeah, the East Anglia's answer to Africa, that is that sunset. That's literally, that's like made the walk, I think. It's like Africa. Anyways, yeah, we've had a banging day out, bit muddy, bit wet, but it's been worth it. And it's only a 4-mile walk, but it's taken us most of the afternoon and a little bit of late morning to do as well, but that's just where like I'm filming and stuff. And
we got lost.
We did get lost on the golf course, It's golf courses and forests I always have problems with. But we got there and we're back, and it's been really nice. So both churches were really good. I reckon, wait for this car to go, and that one, and that one, and that one. Bloody hell. Any more? Sleepy little village, it's a through road probably for a motorway. And another one. Jesus Christ. I reckon my highlight now might be that sunset. That was pretty good, so we're going to leave you with that anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the very lovely Candice for joining me. Give us a kiss.
No.
No? Oh, like a hairy fish. Yeah. And yeah, it's been good. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after each other. Stay safe, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Be good.
That reminds me of when you use cheap baby wipes